this mic's on, right? I'm underground.
Personally, if you're gonna do something like that, it's not part of the game, it's not part of the battle. You're going fucking in differently, and you need to be prepared for consequences. Like, if somebody brought up something that was actually true about me, we'd have to have a discussion outside. But if it's just made up stuff, that's fine, man. That's fun. That's part of the game.
Like the tube, but never on strike. Get the fuck.
Do you know what? I don't think this is the battle that most people have heard of or ever watched. It's got the least views on a lot of my battles. But I would say Dekay versus Toucan, because my Toucan battle was funny and it was relaxed and it was kind of like he was good as well. We were both quite unknown, and it was just a laugh in it. The battle that I get most kind of recognised for is probably the Mickey Worthless battle, which was the first battle that I did after a long break from battling.
Song types or concise, stab you in the.
My preference is probably to have non-judged battles, but I've only done 1 or 2 of them. It totally takes the pressure off you as an artist. You don't get the little buzz and the great feeling that you get from winning, but you don't get the fucking slight depression that you get from losing either. And it's up to the people that watch the video to decide, you know. Maybe it's just me being kind of selfish. I wanna feel like I don't give a shit. I wanna have kind of enjoyment. I wanna fucking have a laugh, you know. Not have a laugh as in take it as a joke, but enjoy what I'm doing. Do you know what I mean? The fact that people can vote against you for whatever reason, and you sometimes you feel that you should have won, that kind of makes you feel a little bit bitter, and that shouldn't be what battling is about. It should be totally like back in the days when it used to be on the corner of the roads or in someone's house, kind of like that vibe where you both appreciate each other's got mad skills, and at the end of the day you do your thing in it. People can both win, but in different ways. If I'm battling someone who's got a more comedic style and I'm coming with bars, does that mean that because the judges perhaps preferred his style, does that mean I lost? You know, yeah, man. Then again, I don't mind judged battles as long as I win.
Sum up with a long life, kill my ex-boyfriend.
I prefer freestyle battles only because it's more relaxed and you don't have to put in the work. Yeah, just call me lazy, yeah? But the only reason I prefer freestyle battles is because you just do it. You don't have to really spend the kind of time that you do for a written battle. I don't know how other rappers prepare for their written battles, but I fucking go in, I research them, I take my time to kind of think of angles for each round. I spend a long time memorising the battle itself because my memory is fucking shit, and that's why I freestyle a lot of the time, even in my written battles. And I kind of rate them almost equally, but it's a different experience, and it's much easier to do a freestyle battle, but it's not fucking easy going first. I'd say my ideal battle would be to have 1 written round and then the rest freestyle.
Because he went and got a blonde wife.
I gotta admit, I never heard of TEDx or TED Talks or anything about it, which was kind of fucking stupid because I turned up to an event where fucking Stephen Hawkins and Bill Gates have done speeches, and I was like, yeah, so I'm gonna talk about, and I just kind of made it up as I went along. But I'm happy with what I did. I think that from the reaction I got from the people after my speech, I think I really opened a lot of people's eyes up to what rap music or battle, it kind of changed a lot of people's perceptions. I know this because they came up to me and told me, and this is the kind of business, upper class, middle class, kind of people that necessarily wouldn't know anything about hip hop or rap, rather than the kind of gangster image or whatever they see on fucking MTV or whatever they watch nowadays. I don't even know, man. I kind of feel like the whole point of my TEDx talk was to kind of explain that there's this whole subculture, not even going to be subculture for long because it's growing. There's this whole kind of movement going on in the UK right now, and it's so much more than what people that don't know anything about it think that hip hop is. And it's really a form of art that should be respected, you know, and people should be getting more recognition for this. and we're fucking not in a lot of cases, and it's really fucking sad.
In the shadows, it's the wrong night to fuck with.
I've got to say, a lot of people always reference me being homeless in battles because it kind of started off from someone mentioning it a long time ago in Battle Scars, and it kind of went on from there until it's become this almost stereotype, Dekay, homeless. It's not actually true, you know. I haven't been homeless for a long time. This is London, you know, there's not many flats. I have 4 brothers, yeah. I didn't get on with my mum like any teenager. We had fights. It was natural for me to move out at 16. I got a hostel. At 19, I got my own flat. I've got a great flat now that I'm living in happily, except for a mad neighbour. But you know, that's a whole nother story. She stole my doormat, you know, and I fucking bought a new one and I super glued it to the floor. She ain't stealing that shit again, believe me. But apart from that, I'm very happy in my house. I have been through a lot of shit, man, but it's no worse than anybody else, you know, and you can't bitch about things. You have to fucking get on with it. Either die or get on with it. You know, I could have given in to being depressed and saying, oh, I had a hard life and all that bullshit. I wouldn't be here now, would I? I'd be fucking sitting at home with a bottle of Jack. Or probably a bottle of co-op vodka. You know, that's just life, man. You gotta fucking get on with it. So I ain't gonna say that I've been through a hard time. What I'm gonna say is that it made me into a strong person, and that's only gonna be a positive thing.
Smoking a bone pipe, fuck, I'm high.
I don't fucking believe in this whole woman rap kind of thing. What the fuck is that? Do you call a female author a female author? No, you call them a fucking author, don't you? And I think that once the kind of novelty, it's a shame that there isn't so many people that are women rapping in this country doing kind of what I do. If there were more, then it wouldn't be a big deal at all, do you know what I mean? And I think in the future that's how it's going to be. But I just fucking do it because that's what I do. I don't think of myself as a female rapper. I don't fucking like people referring to me as a female rapper because it's sort of like an Asian or a black person being called a black rapper. You would take offense to it. It's almost as if you're saying you're different. You've got to be in this category because of how you look or your gender or whatever. You know, at the end of the day, yeah, this ain't fucking football or wrestling or boxing. It's a sport which men and women can be equal at.
I cut this guy cause he said I wasn't.
Basically, I'm in a band called Dekay and the Demons, and we've released an album called Darkness Visible, which is totally produced by me and the band. And we all came from difficult backgrounds. That's why we were together in an organisation called Camden Calling. That organisation is no longer running because they lost funding, and it just had to stop there. But me and the band are still going on. We're doing gigs regular. We're hopefully going to be working on a new album, and it's all good.
With blood in my eye, I screamed you out of.
One of my main passions, apart from battle rap and music, is architecture. Not a lot of people know this. I'm a big fan of the brutalist era, especially. I don't know why. Maybe it's from growing up in an estate. I'm really fascinated with kind of 60s, 70s high-rise tower block estates. Kind of. I've always been interested in photography as well, taking pictures of buildings.
Not goodbye, now die.
The main kind of movies that I watch are British gangster movies. I love British movies. I like American gangster movies, like obviously Scarface and all that shit, you know, but for me there's nothing better than sitting down with a glass of whiskey or rum and maybe a zoot or a cigarette and watching a good movie, yeah, like Snatch, Lock, Stock. Do you know what, there's Come Down, yeah, which came out on DVD recently that I bought. It was a great film, man. Some people have said it was kind of bait with the plot and like the ending, but I really enjoyed it. And even like comedy British movies like fucking Another Hood that Adam Deacon did, I enjoyed that. I thought it was funny. It was kind of it was almost like theatrical, the way that they acted, and I enjoyed that, man. And I like British movies, I like British music. I'm not hating on any other countries, but that's what I'm into.
Ain't got the time to flee, jumped on the bench with.
I would battle Eminem because he was my idol growing up. I was into all the American rappers when I was young, when I was 14, 15. The people that inspired me were Eminem, Tupac, Nas, the big commercial American rappers. Before I got into the whole kind of underground scenes in America and other countries, because I listen to all kinds of hip hop, France, fucking everywhere, like all over the world, Turkish hip hop, everything, man. But yeah, just because that was something from my childhood, and it would be special because it would have been a big deal to that 14-year-old me to know that in the future I would be battling this man that I really rate and look up to, and I'll do it for that reason, you know, and hopefully it wouldn't turn out like Disaster vs. Cannabis. Do you know what, just for the fact that Thesaurus let me down as a fan by fucking it up in the matter battle, he has to go.
A diabolical death, a lie is horrible. Life ain't always honourable, it's full of hollow fools. So I say what I mean and follow through. Words so deep, they'll cut your